Hey, Jonathan here at TopSaw. This channel's all things wood, from tree work to woodwork. Do tree work on the weekends, mill it out at the high school wood shop and build things out of it. Today's video is going to be on these New Way table legs. I'm really excited to give these things a try because we cut down the trees, mill the lumber out at school, let that lumber dry, and I'm hoping that we could just take a freshly cut milled slab and put these legs on there and have an instant table. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, I got these New Way table legs on Amazon. They're really inexpensive. Let's take a look at them. They do have some cool angles in them. So these are the legs right here. So they mount off angle that way. And then here are the adjustable legs. I guess adjustable feet. So we'll get a slab at school, slab of maybe madrone or something pretty, and we'll mount these legs on there and see how the whole table looks, how solid it is, if this truss angle is going to work well. I think it might, but we'll put it all together and see. Alright, so some madrone slab straight off of the mill. It's pretty rough still. I want to run it through the planer. It is dried, so we did mill it and it's dried it quite a bit. There's some checking at the end there. And it's too wide at that end, so I'm going to cut that checking and that wide end off, and then we'll run it through the planer and then try those. Alright, this is the end of the check and narrow enough to go through the planer. Alright, here are the table legs right here. I got these on Amazon. I'll put a link to them. They look pretty nice. Here they are out of the package. One thing that's going to be super nice about these is they have these adjustable feet. So even though I have a little bit of warp in my slab, it's not going to matter with these adjustable feet. This little blue right here is just a protective coat, so they don't get scratched up during shipping. Right there. And these things just screw in. So not only is the height adjustable here, but the angle's adjustable too. So that's kind of cool. I'll screw them about halfway. You know, it's not a square table, so I think I'll mount the legs kind of like this. I do want these feet to end a ways in. Maybe like that. They come with screws. Because it's such a long, narrow board, I'm going to measure them in just a consistent amount and flare them a little bit out to the outside like this. I do have a lot more sanding and finish to do. And I'm going to put the legs on first and just see how the whole table works first. I'm going to drill a pilot hole because my drone's so hard. I don't need a pilot hole. I'm going to try one without. pretty cool. That's too easy right there. I really like the angle coming out, both in this way and this way. I think it's going to make it really solid. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, this is much better than I expected. Like for the end table, the feet on the straight vertical are just tucked in, but out enough to give it a stability for such a funny little small board. It's got a wobble in it, right? So it's got a wobble in it, so that means this foot needs to come out further. Oh, there, wobble's gone. That's how easy it is to get the wobble out. This is actually the way to do these end tables. This is beautiful. If I finish sanding this, put some finish on this, it's going to be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The black legs, nice and simple. They match the double natural edge. I actually haven't figured out a good way to do double natural legs with wooden legs. But this is too easy. Well, I love these things. I won't carry on too much here. This is a lot better than I expected, 100-fold. You could actually get the legs however you want them. You could recess them in that direction, whatever you want, and in that direction, whatever you want. And then you could rotate them around to get the right angle you want going out. The adjustable feet are really a big one. Because without those adjustable feet, it would be really hard to calculate the angle coming out and getting the foot right. But with it just pushing flat to it, it's going to work every time. A couple of things that I did a little differently than what came with these legs. One is I replaced the wood screws that came with the table set with more of a pan head screw so that it could lay flat on the steel bracket rather than, the bugle shape right there. I think it'd probably be a lot stronger. It'll seat a little bit better and probably work a little better. Next thing I did was I put these crosshair center line on there. So that line goes the length of the leg, the longest axis of it. And then once I had that, I was able to draw a center line down the middle of the table and then measure that angle right there off of my center line. So that way I was able to keep all of them the exact same angle off of square, if that makes sense. As I come back a little bit here, you could see that none of them are on angle, but they're all consistent. And that's actually one of the coolest features. One thing that would be cool is if they came with these pan head screws, and if this was actually etched into that, on that axis. And that way you could really get them exactly the way you wanted to. All right, well, this is Jonathan at TopSaw. Hope you like this video. I like these legs a lot. Pretty inexpensive on Amazon. And then the process from milling the lumber, drying it, planing it, and sanding it to doing this, probably the quickest way to get the table done. So if you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications if you want to see more videos like this. If you like all things wood, I appreciate you watching. I'd also really like to hear your comments below on these legs. If they look nice, what the overall design style on them is.